What's up, guys? Today's video I'm going to be talking about isolation, depression, and some of the things that I've been through, being taken advantage of while I'm trying to mentally grow and get better. I made this channel October of 2023 while I was in the hospital because I wanted to get on this channel, start being vulnerable with you guys about my mental health, about things I'm going through, giving you guys advice, having you guys ask me questions, whatever the case may be. But I lost motivation. A lot of things have been going on, but I'm posting now. Some of you guys know I posted on my main page. I had a tumor removed from my brain and a tumor removed from my spine October of 2023. I found out about this brain tumor summer of 2021 after having to get many tests because I was having lots of anxiety attacks. At this time, they didn't know what it was, but they gave me an MRI, and when they did an MRI on my whole body, they found a tumor in my brain and a tumor on my spine. Every couple months, I would have to go to the doctor, and they would check on it to see if it was getting bigger or what was going on. And every couple months that I did go to the hospital, it unfortunately was getting bigger. But neither my mom or I wanted me to have surgery because back in 2023, I had surgery on my face, and the tube that they put in your throat to, help you breathe, it suffocated me. The tumors went around to the tube and basically swelled around the tube, basically making me suffocate, and they had to keep putting me out, putting me to sleep, because I would apparently wake up freaking out trying to yank the tube out. When I cold breathed twice, my mom saw them trying to revive me, and she saw my body come up. That was a scary thing to think about. We didn't want to have any kind of surgeries. But like I said, every couple months I would get tested. I would have to keep getting MRIs and getting checkups. And pretty much every MRI, they saw the tumors growing. During all this stuff happening, 2021, not even a couple months after I found out I had a brain tumor, my dad passed away. Then summer of 2022, one of my good friends that I went to school with died in a car crash. He was like 3 years younger than me. It's like my physical health was getting worse, my mental health was getting worse. I was starting to feel useless, like I wasn't gonna get better. Things around me were just crashing. I would at times have suicidal thoughts. We have to go on the highway to get to my doctor's appointments, and my body was so weak. I was so tired of going through what I was going through. I would think about jumping out of the car and just trying to end it. I would have all these negative thoughts. Things weren't going to get better. And in my mind, it was like, what's the purpose of being here? Fast forward to 2023. By 2023, I wasn't even able to get out of bed on my own, which means I couldn't walk to the bathroom to go to the bathroom on my own. I couldn't get to the shower. I ended up having to sleep in my mom's room for a couple months until my surgery. She put this toilet thing right next to her bed. It's like a portable toilet. She would help me stand up. I would use that toilet, and then she would, help me back on the bed and just clean out the thing. I'm very grateful for her because she hasn't only just helped me with that stuff, but I've had many surgeries growing up, many health issues, and she's been there for me through it all. So because things got worse, I ended up having to have surgery October of 2023. And thankfully there was a way for them to do it without having to use a tube. So I had both my surgeries on my brain and my spine. Within 3 days I had both surgeries. They both went pretty much well. I did film a lot of what I was going through from the beginning to the end. Me being in the hospital for like 2 weeks, and then me having to go straight to rehab for like a week, so I wasn't home for almost a month. Being isolated from humans, besides, seeing nurses, my mom, and people who came to see me at the hospital, I was already isolated before my surgery for like a year and a half. Because you gotta remember, I wasn't able to really get out of bed. I wasn't able to do anything. I couldn't go to the store. I couldn't interact with humans in any type of way unless it was over the phone. It sucked. I'm still trying to learn. Even though it's been a couple years and I've been out hanging out with my friends, I've been to the store and stuff, gotten used to being in public, it's still difficult at times to communicate with people. Because I feel like all these things, I don't know, it did something to my brain. So as I'm recovering, we're going into 2024. I've met a couple friends on TikTok. They're kind of new, I met them in a live. Some of them, know what I've been through. They saw my posts. I told them that I've been through my surgeries and my recovery. February of 2024, I had to go to the hospital and stay there for a couple of days. Right after my surgery, my vision started acting weird, and as the time went on, it seemed like it was getting worse and not getting any better. So they did some tests, and they had me stay there for a couple of days. They gave me a bunch of steroids. As of right now making this video, my vision is much better than it was at that time, but it's still not clear like it's supposed to be. But after February, I'm still going into some of these lives and stuff, hanging out with these different people, having fun. One of them I trusted. I gave her my phone number because she was being polite. I wasn't in the right headspace. And if I felt uncomfortable or something, she would stick up for me. She'd be the person to, kind of speak up. I remember this. I'm not in a good headspace at all. I'm recovering from 2 major surgeries that I just had not even a year ago. During this time, over the past year, I have been suicidal plenty of times. This friend starts complimenting me, calling me handsome and stuff, and that made me feel good. That made my heart happy. She starts asking, can she borrow money? I'm at this time not in a good financial state by any means. But because I trusted her to give me back my money, I went ahead and gave her some money. I'm going to show some screenshots, and you can see that I really didn't have much, but she just kept asking and I was giving, because in my head I'm like, maybe she's just a little low and she's going to get paid soon, like she said. There's this time she called me 10 times. I have my phone on Do Not Disturb. I'm laying my head down. I don't want to be on my phone. I don't want to talk to anybody. I just want to lay there, quietness. I ended up seeing the calls. Somehow it popped up on the top as a notification. And she's like, hello, I've been calling you. Have you not been seeing my calls? I'm stuck on the side of the highway. I need money. Thinking back at that, I don't know why she wouldn't have called a family member or somebody close to her rather than some random dude that she's met on TikTok all the way across the country. If you're stuck on the side of the highway, would even try to make me feel bad and bring her family into it, saying that her family needed this or that. So within 4 days, I gave her $200 something, and I'm waiting and I'm waiting and I'm asking and I'm asking. Nothing. I reached out to 2 people that we both knew at the time and told them, hey, I borrowed money from her. She has been playing with my emotions. She's been playing with me as a person. I'm not sure why she's not giving me my money back. I was very kind to her. I gave her a week or 2 to pay me back, and throughout that time, she sent me $2 one of those times. In this economy, she sent me $2. Out of all that money I sent her. So I ended up going in one of the live streams where we have a lot of mutuals. I made a video explaining how I was feeling, because again, I wasn't in a good headspace at all to be getting in a live panel explaining to everybody what was going on. She at that time claimed that she forgot, and she had no idea what I was talking about. She had no idea what I was talking about. She didn't keep spam calling me because she didn't care about me. She didn't keep spam texting me because it was all about her, and not check on me when you knew I was going through health issues and mental health issues. None of those calls or texts were to check on me as a human. It was to manipulate me. I'm not gonna lie, that messes with me a lot. Now she'll brag about that. She'll say, yep, I lied to William. I manipulated him. Who cares? I don't get how you could see that I'm going through this. I tell you I have depression. I tell you I'm not doing well mentally. And you just simply chose not to care. I don't know what I did for you to come at me at such a vulnerable moment when you knew that I was going through so much. Physically, mentally. There was a lot going on in my life. I did not need that extra stress. I did not need somebody pretending to be my friend, pretending to care when you clearly didn't. I would never put somebody in that kind of position that I was put in. I would never want to make anybody feel that way. But I'm glad that you're able to brag about that. I'm glad that you got a kick out of kicking me down even more than I was already feeling down.